Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with another reading for you guys. This particular one will be focusing on the Divine Masculine. So if this is something that you would be interested in watching, hopefully there's something here that I'll be able to tap into when it comes to you and your masculine. These are the decks that I'll be using, 2 of my own, volume 1 and 2 of my Thinking Man Oracle. And I will be clarifying everything with the Pining Rose Tarot, which is by Calico Moon. General advice as always, so only take the parts of it that do resonate for you and release the rest. Let's get into it. Hi there, Cancer. All right, guys. So let's take a look and see what the Divine Masculine wants to say through this reading. I'll be pulling 4 cards, 2 from each of the volumes, volume 1 and 2. And let's take a look and see what the masculine wants to say. You don't, of course, have to identify with each message because they could bring up totally different subjects. But, you know, of course, if it makes sense, then take it. All right, here we go. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus from the masculine. First message, I can still remember how your kisses felt. No other kiss could ever compare. My lips long to kiss you again. Something about the kiss, maybe the first time you guys kissed, could be very special. All right, let's see what else. So missing the intimacy. What else for Cancer? I love you enough to know you deserve better than me. So that's not going to be for everybody because I feel there are those of you that do know that this person is your person. You have found the one, you know that this is a good individual, you know, regardless of maybe whatever you guys have gone through, but it's not a deal breaker. I do feel there are those of you tuned in, you're wondering about your masculine, but you are also knowing what this is about, you know, so maybe your masculine has their own issues that they are needing to figure out. Maybe the need for shadow work as well, you know. So let's see. This is a masculine basically telling you that he's no good for you. So what is that about? We'll see, of course, once we grab some tarot cards. All right, let's grab a couple more. Oh, gee, look at this. I don't want to hurt you. Please let me go. Again, that's not going to be for everybody's storyline, but it is coming through for those of you that know that there's something about your masculine that either is not ready to commit fully to you, or they have commitment issues. They might have some toxic traits. Maybe you feel that this is a karmic relationship, whatever the case might be. These 2 cards are coming through from a masculine, basically letting you know, Divine Feminine, that you're better off without him. You know? So let me grab one more. And I'm also getting, unfortunately for some of you guys, you know, this very first card, something about the kiss, the intimacy. You might also be dealing with a masculine who can only offer you the physical connection and not so much, you know, the commitment or a solid relationship here. Let's grab one more and let's see how this all goes. For Cancer. This is so interesting the way this is coming through. All right, so I feel we've got several storylines coming through in this reading. So this one says, give me another chance to prove to you that I'm not the same man who hurt you. Our love is surely worth another try. Okay, so I'm kind of picking up off of 3 different situations. And of course, take whichever one truly is making sense for you. Because one of them, we see a masculine that recognizes he's just not good for you. He's not ready to be in this relationship. So he's almost begging you. It's like, please let me go before I end up really hurting you or hurting you again. And we've got this situation right here where we have a masculine that's actually done the work, coming through as a changed person, knowing that he's not going to hurt you the same way that he ultimately hurt you before. You know, and then this third scenario could be where it's just strictly physical for this person and is unable to offer you any more than that, maybe at this point in time. So that could be simply because they're not ready to plant their flag in this connection. Not that they're not into you, because I feel that they are, you know, but timing could be off as well. So that's what's coming through there. Pretty interesting set of messages from the masculine energy there. So let's clarify with tarot and see what's going on here. I mean, the messages say so much already. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We have the Lovers card. For some of you, maybe your person is a Gemini. You could have Gemini in your chart. So this is a person, yes, they're very attracted to you. Maybe you really do feel that you guys get along great. The conversations flow. Even the intimate moments are awesome. But this is a card of choice. This is a card of making a decision. And we're seeing through some of these cards that we have a masculine making a decision. You know, I love you enough to know you deserve better than me. I don't want to hurt you. Please let me go. So that in and of itself is a choice, right? This masculine, if you relate to this, you know, he's really not wanting to hurt you. And so he recognizes within himself, perhaps, that he's just not good company. That can change later, but for now, that's a part of the vibe that's coming through. So this is the next card. We do have the Ace of Cups. So this could be your masculine telling you, Divine Feminine, through this reading, it's like, I'm not good for you. You'd probably be better off focusing on someone else, because this can represent a new love connection. It's also representing self-love, because having to invest so much of your heart and life into your masculine and the relationship you guys shared, and then only to find out that, you know, he wasn't ready for commitment. There could have been third-party scenarios for some of you, because the Lovers card can represent that sometimes. And, you know, choosing to not invest in the relationship, that could be very hurtful and certainly would have broken your heart, Divine Feminine, if you relate to that. But we do have this as well. This is a much nicer card, a much nicer message. Give me another chance to prove to you that I'm not the same man who hurt you. Our love is surely worth another try. So if that's what you're hoping for, Divine Feminine, it can relate to this as well. A new chapter in love for the two of you. This is so telling, guys, the way the Ace of Swords is presenting itself as well. Breakthrough, mental clarity, new ideas, cutting things out, cutting people out. And so this could be a masculine who's cutting himself out of your life because he knows you deserve better. So, really interesting. Divine Feminine, here you are. You're coming in so high vibe. You're in this Empress energy, but you might be feeling that you should be with this masculine, but they're operating from a low vibe energy. You guys are not on the same level right now. Not if you relate to the one where it says, let me go. You know, but I do feel, based off of the other message of give me a second chance, you know, I'm not the same person. I feel for that storyline, for those of you that relate to that, this is a masculine who really wants to be a part of your life in every way possible. And then we have the Six of Cups. Some of you could have been childhood sweethearts. This is certainly representing the nostalgia, the fact that they are reminiscing about the memories that you guys have shared. In certain instances, they're just thinking about the intimate moments that you guys have shared. But in other situations, we have a masculine who's really thinking about what the past represents and hoping to come towards you as a very different person who wants to treat you better. And so this is someone who wants a second chance. This is someone who wants that reconciliation. The Six of Cups is certainly picking up off of that energy. All right, let's see what else. What else for Cancer? This says so much, guys. Whichever one you're most, you know, relating to your situation. Look at this, guys. We've got the Eight of Cups. So once again, for those of you who relate to this message, right, as well as this one, I feel you have a lot of love in your heart for this masculine, but it's gotten to the point where you need to put yourself first. You need to love yourself enough to do the right thing for you. And, you know, even your masculine recognizes that. It's like, I really don't want to hurt you. Let go of me. You know, it's like, please let me go. And because the love is there, because you definitely have affected this person's heart, they know that they're not capable of loving you the way you deserve to be loved. And so part of the advice here, it's clearly telling you here, you're probably better off walking away from this one because it may not turn out well for you. All right, so that's for those of you who relate to those two cards. Let me see what I can pull for the other ones. We do have the Chariot. I like that. You know, first and foremost, it's your own Cancer energy. So what this is telling us, especially if you are divine feminine and you're watching this reading for a masculine, whether you feel it's an unhealthy partnership or whether you feel, yes, I'm open to a reconciliation. Yes, I think about those intimate moments and the memories as well. Okay, so you hold the cards here, whether or not this can go anywhere. So you might have the opportunity to reconnect with your masculine, but I feel ultimately it falls on the feminine to be able to decide if you guys are able to move forward or go your separate ways and leave it that way. You know, so you call the shots here, I feel, divine feminine. All right, guys, so that's what I've got. Hopefully there's something here that's offered you advice that's helpful. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, all the decks featured here as well. Thanks so much, guys. I'll catch you next time.